Alright, YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd, and I am here with another review for you, and today I am reviewing the movie The Shadow, directed by Russell Mulkey or something, I can't pronounce the name, based on the character The Shadow, created by Walter B. Gibson, starring Alec Baldwin, John Lone, Penelope Ann Miller, Peter Boyle, Ian McKellen, Jonathan Winters, and Tim Curry. So this is a movie adaptation of the classic radio show / comic books where Lamont, what's his name? That's it, Lamont Cranston, aka The Shadow, goes to these high mountains in Asia and learns these abilities of the Shadow, then uses his powers to fight crime as a vigilante. And of course, he comes across, there's this ancient burial. He also meets this other woman as well named Margot Lane, played by Penelope Ann Miller, and he notices she has some unique abilities as well. And then of course there's an archaeological find where this being named Shawan Khan, the descendant of Genghis Khan, wants to conquer and rule the world and wants the Shadow at his side, but won't allow this. And of course there's Ian McKellen's character, who is a scientist who ends up making a bomb for this evil force because he puts him under his control. And we also get Tim Curry in there as a henchman, and we get Peter Boyle in there as an agent of the Shadow, because those who the Shadow saves, they're then in debt to him, and they're an agent of the Shadow. Okay, so enough with the plot, likes and dislikes. So what did I like about this? Well, I like this movie. See, I don't really, I've seen a lot of movies and shows with Alec Baldwin in, and he was okay in this. This was in 1994, so he was a lot younger. But I liked how fast-paced this film was. It didn't drag out, it didn't go slow, and yeah, it was just, his character, the Shadow, it's like he altered his face, then covered it up, and became the character of the Shadow. I like that look. It's very simple. I don't really know much of the character of the Shadow. I never really read the comics or listened to the radio shows or anything that were done in the 30s. This is set in the 1930s as well, 1931 New York, I believe. And, it's, I like that vintage style of the 30s. I also thought Peter Boyle was a great support in this. He was a loyal driver, like the Alfred of the group, the Alfred of the movie, who drove him places. He was a cab driver. He was good in this. Along with Tim Curry, he does a great performance in anything he's in, and he plays a masterful villain. He has that good look on him, And John Lowe as Shawan Khan. He was, villainous in this and was evil, but not much on him. I gotta say, he wasn't as developed as the other characters were. I also liked, Penelope Ann Miller as Margot Lane. She was beautiful and stunning in this movie, and she was definitely pretty. I also enjoyed Ian McKellen's character in this, playing a scientist. Quite a few years before X-Men and Lord of the Rings, but by then he was an established actor. I like this, and the effects were good. They had some good effects in this. Not all of them was brilliant, but I like the shadow-like effects he used in this for his powers. But the other effects Well, they seem pretty dated now, but I'm sure they were pretty good back in 1994. I also thought the cinematography was great, but this is not really a bad movie. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, there's a few effects that look a bit dull now and dated. I guess there's some negative there. But other than that, I just really enjoyed the movie. I liked the score and the practical visuals and, Alec Baldwin being surprisingly good in this. So my ratings, The Shadow was a good movie. I'll give it 3.5 batarangs out of 5, because there were a few parts in there that did bore me a little, but it was an entertaining one. It was back before superhero movies became the big enterprise that they are now. This is when superhero movies were beginning to become a thing in the mid to late 90s. But still, I find this is a very underrated movie and definitely deserves more love and attention. So, yes, The Shadow. So, I think that's all I've got to say about this movie. So, have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you're new here and you want to see more from me. I do want to make more videos. I am meaning to, and I also want to try and get to like 100 subs so I can do something special, like celebrate or something. Anyway, no pressure, but it would mean a great deal to me if you did. So this has been Bat Nerd Reviews on The Shadow. I have been the Bat Nerd, and until next time, Bat Nerd out.